What is going on, guys? Panther here bringing you our APA Wi-Fi. It's kind of ironic because this is on Showdown. APA Wi-Fi Week 9 battle against Sleeping Knight and the Montreal 2 Canadians, who have taken over for the Dallas Staryus due to just some personal reasons from Dallas. Anyways, so we're currently sitting at 6-1. Still have not played our makeup game yet. We are looking to play that in Week 11 against Jacob and the Green Bay Pikachus from way back in Week 4. So we'll finally be caught up as of Week 11. We currently lead our division, so a win here would really help us. As you can see, this is not me here playing. This is my actual good friend Hugo that had to step in and play for me this week just due to some scheduling conflicts. Me and Kyle were originally going to battle on Wednesday night, but he just had some things come up, was not able to battle. Only able to get together on Friday night, and I had to have my AC Hugo take over for me. So Hugo's an excellent battler. If you've watched any of my other videos, he's actually the guy that we played in the finals, Season 6 last season. Ended up picking up a very close win there. And, of course, Season 5, he is the one that put us out of the playoffs in the semis in a very good game. Hugo definitely knows what he's doing. He is the Season 5 APA champion, the Season 2 PSH champion, and a couple of other league champions as well. So I've left the Carolina Clefables in good hands for this week. I actually still built this team as well, so I have a hand in it. So looking at the team matchup here, as you can see, Jolteon just absolutely tears Kyle's team apart. And I say Kyle's team with a grain of salt here. Kyle did not draft this team. I don't even think he's made any free agency transactions. He's just kind of playing what he has here. So very noble of him. So very, very glad that you stepped in to take over this team, Kyle. So we definitely appreciate that. But Specs Jolteon really just wreaks havoc on Kyle's team. Knew he would bring the Cradilly just because that's the only thing that he had that didn't get 2-hit KO'd from the Jolteon. And then the Jolteon Signal Beam actually can pick up the 2-hit KO with Stealth Rocks with a decent damage roll. So anyways, let's jump into the battle. Hugo decides to lead with the Jolteon here, and he leads with the Cradilly. Unfortunately, we do not switch in very well to Cradilly. So that's pretty unfortunate, to be completely honest. No chance he goes for Giga Drain here, though. So Hugo makes a smart play just in case he wanted to go for the Sludge Wave, predicting the Tapu Bulu. He goes on out into my specially defensive Gigalith. It can eat up any hit this Cradilly wants to throw, regardless. And Hugo takes that opportunity to get those turn 2 Stealth Rocks up. So good play by Hugo there. Hugo goes out into Melodic here. Definitely can eat anything this thing wants to throw at us, minus the Whirlpool pair song set. That would have been really annoying. So that's the good thing. Makes a fantastic double here, predicting the Cradilly to come back out to get the Storm Drain bonus. And Jolteon comes right back out and gets to fire off another big Volt Switch here. So there goes the Volt Switch. Hugo switches up his switch in here, I believe, and goes out into Tapu Bulu, knowing that the Giga Drain or the Earth Power is incoming. So good play there by Hugo. Now here, definitely we can Tapu Bulu just really wrecks the opposing team here. The only thing that he really has for it is the Scizor. Or the Zapdos, I guess. Or the Zapdos. But even Zapdos is going to come in and get worn down by these Stealth Rocks. So Hugo actually predicts the Zapdos to come in here and fires off a Stone Edge. As you can see, that does not kill the Cradilly. So I believe I was Horn Leech, Swords Dance, Stone Edge, and the Superpower for the Scizor. If I was going to click a move there, I probably would have clicked Superpower here, because I'm not calcing, so I don't know this for a fact, but it probably would have picked up the kill on the Cradilly. Hugo, if I'm wrong, correct me on that one, my friend. Definitely correct me. But I probably would have clicked Superpower, predicting the Scizor, not thinking he would want to go into the Zapdos to take Stealth Rocks and the damage after that. And Kyle just picks up the kill with Sludge Wave there. So a bit of an over prediction there. Definitely could have knocked this thing out. That you could say Kyle really needed Cradilly to take hits from the Jolteon. So I don't think staying in was the best play to make there, honestly, going out to Zapdos with a Scizor. Honestly, Scizor doesn't do a whole lot. I have a Melodic, I have an Arcanine, I have a Excadrill, so I do think Scizor would have been the smartest play there for Kyle to go into, but ended up working out, though, for Kyle, because he does pick up the kill with a Sludge Wave. So then comes the Excadrill. Nothing really wants to take this thing on. So Kyle just sacks off the Credilli there to the Excadrill Ironhead, and we're back in at 5-5. So that's the good thing. No sand, so out comes the Tornadus. I do have the Gigalith. I probably would have went out into Gigalith here. So Hugo actually makes a good mid-ground play, maybe even predicting the Z all-out pummeling, because it does eat that for sure. Unfortunately, we do not eat the next Hurricane. That is where I probably would have made the double back out into my Gigalith if I did choose to go Melodic the first time. But, you know, it may have been a roll to pick up the kill on Melodic. I'm sure Hugo probably clicked recover there. So can't really fault him for that either. It does pick up the kill, though. The Jolteon comes out, and this thing, you know, we just really pick up a kill here. So Hugo chooses to go for Volt Switch. Nice job keeping momentum there. So you pick up the kill, and it's right back to 4-4. So Hugo has to make a choice here. And I really do think he wanted the Politoed to come in. He didn't want anything else to come out, like potentially the offensive Zapdos or offensive Necrozma. So he does go out into the Arcanine to bait the Politoed to come in, which I do think is a spectacular play by Hugo, because it does bait this thing to come in. It does allow Hugo to go into Gigalith. He knows he can eat this Scald up, but more importantly, get the sand up. That's really the important thing. So our sand's back up. And he can stall out this tailwind here. So that really was the only play Hugo could have made there, and it really was a great one going out into that. So we're able to chip down the Politoed a little bit more with the sand, and Politoed's able to pick off the Gigalith. So we don't have a whole lot of sand left. The rain looks like it is going to outlast the sand here in this battle. But we are able to just go out into our Jolteon here and pick up what I would think is most likely going to be another kill. So Hugo goes with the Volt Switch here. Volt Switch is right on out into Excadrill, which is a great play. And then he's free to fire off a Rock Slide here, because nothing really wants to take the Rock Slide plus the Earthquake. So able to knock out Zapdos and make this battle 3-3 again. So in comes the Politoed. It resets the rain, but here's the thing. It doesn't really matter, because at this point in the game, Excadrill still naturally outspeeds everything. It's going to get a ton of damage off. Depending on the Necrozma set, Kyle can still win this game, but this thing is going to go down to an Earthquake. Bye-bye. We have Arcanine to eat anything that Scizor wants to go for and kill it in rain. So here's the thing. We know we're faster than this thing. Here's this damage here to tell us if it's defensive or offensive. That's definitely offensive Necrozma. That does a lot of damage. So at this point in the game, it's a good game. It looks like we've won. Hugo did his job. He's come in. He's most likely gotten himself a 2-0 victory here for the Carolina Clefables. But Kyle goes for the Autotomas, so it makes things a little interesting here. So at this point in the game, there's only one way that Kyle could win, unless he had Earthquake. If he was physically offensive, Arcanine could have came out and eaten at least one. It would have made it a little more interesting. But as you can see, he does go for the Dark Pulse here. And as Hugo clicked Earthquake, he gets to flinch, which unfortunately is going to win Kyle the game there. That unfortunate 20% Dark Pulse flinch. I just now noticed Hugo's little 3 dots here. And Jock's little hacks comment. That is what it is, though. We end up losing that one on a flinch. Hugo ends up losing that one on a flinch, unfortunately, to this Necrozma here. So yeah, not a lot else I can say about that one. Cal still put himself in the position to win the game, so I do have to give props to Cal on that one. But unfortunately, we do end up losing that game on the Dark Pulse flinch. So is what it is, though. We'll bounce back next week for sure. We play, I'm not even sure. We play Dan in the Addlestone and Faros, so really looking forward to that match against Dan. We'll be back on Wi-Fi. We'll be back me playing, hopefully, unless anything else comes up. So, great game to you, Cal. Thank you again, Hugo, so much for stepping in. You played great. Nothing you could have done differently. You couldn't prevent that flinch at the end. But good game to you again, Cal, man. Hopefully, we meet again, potentially in the finals, to where we actually get the chance to battle. But thank you guys for watching, and until next time, we'll see you.